Hello and welcome to my first ever vlog club video, and this month's theme is top 5 beauty products. So mine's a little bit of a mixed bag, variation of things in there. We've got hair and skin and makeup. I'm not an expert by any means, I don't wear makeup most days, but in a way it kind of made it easier to pick because I don't have a huge amount of beauty products to pick from. So I will get started with, and these are in no particular order, the coconut oil. Now this one is Superdrug's own. I'm not sure if this will focus. And I was introduced to this by a lovely blogger called Daisy, who lives just down the road from me, and I'll link her blog below. And it's massively versatile. You can use it for so many things. Two main things I use it for is my skin, because I'm quite prone to dry skin, and it's brilliant. It's actually quite solid inside, and then what happens is when you take a little bit out, it melts on contact with your skin and turns more into an oil. It's very greasy, but I guess that's the beauty of it really. And you can just rub it in. It smells amazing as well. It smells like Malibu, which is never a bad thing. So I use it quite a lot for sort of dry patches. And the other thing I use it for is hair, because it's brilliant for sort of giving your hair a bit more hydration. I think some people leave it on overnight. They kind of just rub it in and leave it on all night and then wash it off, but I have never done it for that long. I just think it would make a mess, to be honest. But I've heard really good things about leaving it on overnight, but I've yet to try that. And yeah, it's just really versatile. If you look online, there's a huge list of things you can use coconut oil for. I sometimes use it on Jasmine as well, because she gets dry skin on her back, and then, you know, whack a bit of this on and it's gone within a couple of days. So huge fan of coconut oil. Next up I will go with this, which is Max Factor's Miracle Touch Creamy Blush. Probably won't focus again, but this is the only blusher I really use anymore, because it's so easy to use. It's so much easier than powder blusher, I find. You haven't got to faff around with brushes or anything like that. And this is in number 14 Soft Pink. And yeah, I've used it for years. It's about, I think it cost about £7 for this. But as I said before, I don't use makeup very often at all, so it's a pretty good investment for me. And I just love the colour. I'll see if I can get a little bit. So it is, you know, it's exactly what it says on the tin. It's creamy blush, so you just put a bit on your hands, or I do anyway. And that's the colour of it. And yeah, so that's my go-to blusher really. Since I found that one, I tend not to, I kind of like using the same things. I don't tend to change things up very often. And next up, well, we're going with pink things. This I think I won this because it's not something I would buy at all. I'd probably see it in the shop and go, whoa, it's way too bright for me. But actually, I think this came in something I won, and so I tried it, and actually I really liked it. I decided it wasn't too pink at all. I've got it on now, so let me know if you think it's too pink. But this is City Proof Twistable Intense Lip Colour NYC, and it is number 41 Ballroom Blush. And I love it just because it's like a giant crayon, and even I can use it, you know. I'm no kind of makeup expert, but I kind of know how a crayon works. And I just think it's a really nice summery colour. It gives my face a little bit of colour because I think it's nice to do. It makes you feel good, doesn't it? So yeah, that's one thing I'm really loving at the moment. Next up is my moisturiser. Now, as I was saying just now, I don't tend to kind of switch things up very often. Once I find something I like, I tend to stick to it. I don't know whether that's boring or sensible or what, but I have used this for probably over 6 years because it kind of works for me, and I've never really used anything as good or better than this for my type of skin anyway. And this is Garnier Skin Naturals Essentials Hydrating Day Care, and that's a bit of a mouthful. And it's a lovely moisturiser which I probably use twice a day, especially if I get out of the shower, because that tends to dry my skin massively. And it's really refreshing. It's kind of a little bit like, I'm not sure, kind of cucumber, that sort of thing. It has that, it's really cooling, so you put it on your face and it just feels really refreshing, and it's always nice to put it on in the morning. It's a good base, and it's for normal to combination skin. I generally have combination skin. It can get quite oily at times, but this doesn't seem to aggravate it or make it worse, and it's a good base if I am wearing makeup, and it's also just good if I'm not, just to give you that bit of hydration. So yeah, I've used this for years, and anyone who asks me, you know, to recommend a moisturiser, I will always pick this one because it's just my fave. And last of all, but not least, is every month's favourite, is dry shampoo. Why will we be without it? This is Boots Own one, but I'm not fussy. Anyone will do, so long as it can convince the general public that I've washed my hair, then that's fine. I use it a lot. I don't get to shower as much as I like to anymore, and I really wish I'd bought shares in this, to be honest, because I use it so much and I just get through loads of it. So yeah, you can't beat a bit dry shampoo, and I think that's me done. So that's my top 5 beauty products, and I'm going to send you over to Katie from Life on Vista, and I suspect she's a lot more knowledgeable about these kind of things, so definitely go check out her video, and she always looks lovely, so I bet she's got some brilliant pics for you to have a look at, and I will see you next month. Bye!